Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Adam RPG with me, Bring It On. So we have more Krasno stuff to do. Now that we're encumbered. Sorry, we're going to talk to some merchants here in a minute. Try to take care of that encumbrance. But first we have homes to raid. And invade. So I know that this is a bit of a slow point in the Let's Play. Big cities and towns are in the CRPGs and TRPGs where I read the dialogue. Trust me, I feel it too. But I think it's better to get it all done in one shot. That way I also keep track of which NPCs I've spoken to, which ones I haven't. I also think this game handles it extremely well. Because you do get rewarded experience and stuff from just talking to NPCs, so... And oftentimes for just talking, you don't even need to pass a skill check. Like the old lady we talked to at the end of the last episode. I think, was it 108 experience we got? It was what, 72, 3, and 32? So 107 experience? Something like that. Just for talking to her. I don't think there was any skill checks. Hello there, 1 ruble. I'll trade you for a fork. A smiling old woman slowly walks the streets of Krasno. She almost walks into you before noticing you, and lifts her tear-filled eyes on your level. I didn't notice you at first, child. Forgive me. Where are you going? Do you have a business to attend to? I have lots to do. Have to catch all the discounted goods the traders sell. Buy some salt from the mountain pass of woes. Pickle some cabbage and cucumbers. No rest for the elderly. Yeah, life needs motion. What else can I do? Oh, so how are things outside of the city? Is everything okay back there? Tell me, child. Calm my heart down. It's okay. People live and make friends. Well, thank God. That makes me so happy. I'm glad to help out. Care to change the topic? Let's do that, child. May I ask you some questions? Sure, child. Go on. Do you like it here, in Krasno? It's a good city. Why, when me and my husband, God rest his soul, settled here, it was much, much worse. Right after the war, it was... Oh, the things that happened back then. Every night, houses on the outskirts were ablaze. There were gunshots heard from the woods. Yes, it was frightening. Nowadays, life is almost as it was before the war. It's peaceful. Oh, that's good. So can I ask another question? Please, child. So, what's new in town? I don't really know. Ask someone else about that stuff. I see. Ever heard any juicy rumors? They say that there is a man in Folklevka who tells people he's a shaman. Can you imagine that, child? A shaman? Disgusting. When the Soviets were in charge, people didn't believe in stuff like that. But nowadays... Oh... Well, things change. Another question now. What should I check out in the city? I don't even know. I'll tell you one thing, though. Don't go to the ship on in the port side. Terrible things happen there. Sodomy, alcoholism, drug abuse. I don't even want to think about that place. I see. Right, well, yeah, anyway, I need to go. Yeah, as you saw there, we just got 10 experience just for talking to her. No skill checks. So again, I think the dialogue in this game is handled, or conversations are handled very well. Because you do get a bunch of rewards just for talking. Come back here. Being over encumbered. Alright, fine, I'll talk to this guy. I'm tempted to trade my condensed milk for more money. Because I think I need... What am I at? Almost 2,500. I think I need more for Red Fighter. What's currently weighing me down? This doesn't... Well, this weighs a fair bit. Yeah, I don't think I need this. I have enough of the other food, and the crackers, I think, are the most weight-efficient ones. Let's see, 0.30, 0.36. Yeah, it's a little better. This weighs a ton. You know what? I'm going to do 13 of these. Alright, an aged man at a stand filled... Yeah, an aged man kneels at a stand filled with fish. Despite the salt and ice cubes that protect the merchandise from the sun, the smell is terrible. A good day, comrade. Want some fish? How about a discount first? Why, comrade? My prices are as low as they are now. Just you look. Well, yeah, that's obvious. My prices are low as they are now. What? Okay. Fine, you talked me into it. Show me what you've got. Alright, I'd like to ask you some questions. Sure. What do you want to know, comrade? Do you like it here? I like it so much, comrade. Such a big, lively city, with such strong walls. In it, I feel safe all the time. Sad that there's little electricity nowadays, because we don't get enough coal. Well, at least there's some electricity. Another question. Killer robots and underground bunkers, just like in sci-fi. More questions. Oh my. Where do you catch the fish you sell? A little bit farther away down the river. Once I also used a large lake, but since people at Paragon started dumping garbage into it, I stopped. Sad to hear. Another question. Ask, comrade. How many buyers do you have? Depends on the times, comrade. A modern fish isn't enjoyed by many people, but in the Chamber of Commerce bunker, they enjoy the three-eyed grouper. They. No, it'd be they. They fill it with nuts and beat in leeks, and fry it in the furnace before eating. They are my constant clients. Wow, they are real gourmets. What else? Maybe you heard some good rumors. They say that the city historian is constantly drinking in the casino. He is sad because Krasno's museum lost many valuable artifacts from the past, including the heraldic shield of the city's founder, Count Royevsky. Interesting. Now another question. Oh, that's it. Let's change the subject. Say, sure, comrade. Maybe you want some fish, though. Maybe some other time. I should leave. Where is his Mirmik? I think we've already talked to her, right? Yeah, it's Margarita. We've already talked to Claudia, because she gave us a bunch of experience. For basically nothing. Alright, I'm going to see if any of these wandering NPCs or someone I haven't talked to yet, because they're the hardest to keep track of. So the toolbox is pretty handy. There's a couple areas where technology does come in handy despite me disregarding it in the beginning. Plus 20 to lockpick. What does this give me? Plus 10. This is more weight efficient, so I'm thinking... we'll trade for that. And some rubles here. Again, because this is, what, 0.95? This is 0.15. And it's a bigger bonus. And you can only have one of them equipped. This does take your weapon slot, or equip slot, when you use it, so... Alright, yeah, sure. A tan-old man with a ciggy in his teeth looks around, while setting his wares on a table. After he notices you, he nods without any particular interest. Want to buy something? So, what's my discount gonna be? Nah, no discount. Not too bad. Let's see what you got. What was that? Oh, a shovel. Shovel handle. Not now. Can I ask something else? Fine. I can answer a few of your questions. Ask away. What can you tell me about the city? Krasno is okay in my book. They say that the local caretaker, who is also a writer, named Gubstov, wants to publish his own series of books. I doubt that he'll be able to do so, though. Don't be so quick with your judgment, pal. Let me ask you something else. The old trader fixes some of his wares. Where did you get your wares? Some I buy from the stalkers, some I find myself. Don't worry, no radioactive stuff here. All the items are checked before I put them on sale. I'm glad to hear that. Let me ask you something else. Maybe you heard some... Oh, the old man takes a drag of his ciggy and nods. Maybe you heard some good rumors. They say that you can meet Sioma Veronic's men in the wastes. He's an evil rich guy from the north. Curious that. Hope Sioma won't try to widen his criminal empire using our lands. Yeah, I hope so too. What goes on in the wastes? In Paragon, the merchants are constantly fighting the guards. For them, it's politics. For me, it's losing profit. Sad. You know, let's change the subject of the conversation. Alright. The old trader nods his head. Then I'm gonna go away. Bye. Yeah, so Paragon, there's two other towns in this game. Fokolevka and Paragon. There are some smaller settlements, but those are the two other actual towns. And they are not nearly as large as Krasno, so once we get there, it won't take us but maybe 2 episodes to get through each one. Fokolevka might be 1 episode. Oh, there's definitely more of a profit to be made here. I need to... Oh, I really don't need this. It just increases barter. I'm only losing out on 8 rubles. That's not the end of the world. Let's see. Maybe one of these? Nope. One of these? Closer. Let's do that. A feisty merchant woman in a hat lovingly surveys her meat and a snack table. When she sees you, she smiles widely and says, "Oh, wanted something? Like meat, maybe?" I love me some meat. Show me your wares. Will I get a discount? Ouch. Sorry, but the prices are good enough as they are. A pity. Well, can I ask something? Ah, okay. Ask away. What can you tell me about yourself? I am from Artemyevka. It's a village down east. I was selling rare items between a few villages. When I got more money, and more bandits started appearing on the roads, I came here. I see. Another question. Oh wait, there's another town. Well, I guess village. The circus. I did forget about that. But again, not nearly as large as Krasno, so it won't take long to get through. The woman waves her hand to discreetly chase away the green flies that landed on the meat. I need advice for an up-and-coming trader. Oh, sorry. But I won't be a good merchant if I start sharing secrets of the trade with someone. My only advice to new merchants. Stop being merchants and let me work in peace. Well, that's too bad. Can I ask another question? What intel do the merchants share? They blabber about all sorts of stuff. There's even a rumor that our government pays bandits to assault caravans from Paragon. That can't be good for anybody if it's real information. Yeah, trade is the blood and soul of the wastes. What was the strangest deal you've ever made? Great question. Well, it happened when I was still trading in my tiny village. One night, a huge brute with gray hair ran into my store, asking for some garlic, an axe, a silver butter knife, and the legs of my favorite chair. That he started turning into pointy steaks right after passing me the money. After he packed all of that into his pack, he ran away in the direction of an old Boy Scout lodge and never came back. It's terrible what alcohol does to people's minds. But who knows? So, how about another question? See, sure. So, how about buying something finally? I want to go now. See you. So we keep hearing about those Boy Scouts. There we go. This is a new person. 10 rubles. Let's see. Alright. A middle-aged lady squints her eyes at you, all the while pushing a bag of groceries to her chest, as if she sees not a hero, but some terrible robber out there to mug you. Still, she doesn't look so scared she can't talk. What do you want? Talk fast or I'm calling the militia. Why so nervous? I'm no bandit. How can I know that? You look like a bandit. You got that mug. Yeah, you got that mug. Your clothes are dirty. Your knuckles are all bruised. I'm expecting you to knife me as we speak. You're wrong about me. Everyone looks like that nowadays. That's because everyone nowadays is a bandit. There are no more honest people around. Only bastards who attack little old ladies. I'll tell this to you again. I am not a bandit. The woman doesn't believe a word you're saying. Tell it all you like. It's great if you're actually a good man. But if you're not, just don't come any closer. Fine. What sort of questions you got for me? Questions? Fine. Ask away. How do you like the glorious city of Krasno? Glorious my butt. It's better than some other hole in the mud, like Ochinoye Fokolevka, but that's it. Bandits roam around. There's a brothel on the docks. Ugh. Only Western cities were so vile before the war. Not now, though. Yeah, you don't seem to enjoy Krasno that much. Care to answer another question? Ask away. What can you tell me about the stuff around you? Nothing too interesting. Just heard a rumor that cloth will become much more expensive since some bandit overtook a cloth factory up north, and the workers all left or something like that. Well, I am not planning to deal in cloth. Another question. I'm interested in hearsay. Krasno TV always tells us that those bastards from Adam are about to attack us. Why are they so vile? Adam, I don't know nothing about it. Another question. Who are you, if you don't mind telling? Who? I'm an ordinary citizen? I'm an ordinary citizen of this dirty little town. My name is Ludmila Petrovna, but I won't tell you my last name. Maybe you're a wanted criminal, and they'll arrest me for talking to you. Well, glad to meet you, Ludmila. Can I ask something else? You know what? Let's change the subject. What else do you want? Nothing. Bye. She does not look old right there. Alright. We have this philosopher to talk to. A training grenade. I still have my super glue. Yeah, okay. So I need that for a quest. I don't know if this is used for anything. I feel like you find one of these in a bunker later on. But I don't remember if it's used for like a puzzle or to put out a fire or anything. Like, it caught my attention, so I feel like it's probably used for something. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to trade. Well, gunpowder. I'm not going to use that. I mean, I don't really use coffee, so... No, it's 70 rubles. Let's get that. A gray-haired old man surrounded with materials used for welding is sticking his tongue out, trying to fix a used microchip. He only stops working when he notices your arrival. Are you here for some shopping, eh? Maybe. Show me your wares. Oh, that's right. There's microchips back in the floor of, the Mushroom Cult building. I can bring those over here and sell those. So what's my discount going to be? Discount? What discount? My wares are already sold with a discount. Not really. Can I ask something? Questions, huh? Sure. Ask away. I am listening. How are things around the city? I'll tell you this. Everyone is corrupt. It can be very hard for a fair and honest trader to survive in this environment. The city is pushing us to become corrupt ourselves. Yep. Well, don't worry about that. Let me ask you something else. The man looks at his welding gear and nods without any delight. Where did you get your wares? I take most of my wares from those stalkers who are willing to sell. There's a lot of old tech around the wastes. It just takes a brave soul to procure it. I have some good friends who managed to do just that. Glad to hear that. Any interesting happenings in the wastes? I heard there's a new village in the wastes. Someone cleared out an abandoned settlement due east. It's called Red Fighter. I've never been there myself, but I'm glad to learn that this place is now being used by people. Well, that's for sure. Have you heard any good rumors? People say there's a man in this very town who cannot wake up from his sleep. Some people believe that drugs are at fault. Some say it's magic. What a crazy situation. How can you not wake up? I bet it's drugs. Maybe. You looking to buy? Then I'm going to go away. Bye. Let's go see if we can grab some of those microchips. I don't know if they have a high value when I'm trying to sell them or not. But it's free money. Just sitting back here waiting to be exploited. Oh, I think I've talked to her. At least I don't have her name. Nope, come back this way. Alright, stay right there. Don't move. Only worth 19, but still. I do need toadstools. I might grab this one. An elderly woman around 60 is taking a walk on the street. On the woman's left arm, you easily notice a long milky-colored scar. It's about 20 centimeters long, and looks like she's had it for several decades. The woman seems to be surprised by the fact that you're approaching her so suddenly. She stares you up and down and clears her throat. What do you need from old Rita? I've already sold all my harvest to the people from the suburbs. What harvest are you talking about? Are you a farmer? The woman's face lights up with a wide smile. When I was little, my grandma and I got lost in the forest. Since then, I'm really good with finding my way through the wilderness. For some reason, I know every bush, every mushroom. I know where to dig to find a healing root. Then I sell what I find to the moonshiners, to the doctors and people who cannot afford medicine. Ah, so that's what you meant. I see. Can I ask you a couple of questions? Well, you have no one better to talk to. Alright, sure, why not? Although I'm afraid I don't have anything that would surprise you. Are you alone here in the city, or do you have relatives that are helping you? I would have never survived out here on my own. I live here with my husband, my dear Deus. He doesn't work anymore, but every engineer is interested in his advice. So that's how it is. I see. One more question. I'm listening. How do you find life here, in the city and around? I'm a simple woman. I have no use for any extra comforts. A roof over my head, a blanket with no holes, and bread on the table, at least every other day. All that is possible here in Krasno, so I'm quite content with my life here. It's quite modest. One more question if you don't mind. What's the story behind this scar? A woman frowns and shyly runs her fingers over a white strip on her skin. The square of this star is unpleasant. I'd rather not repeat it. Don't be shy, my good woman. Get it off your chest. You will feel better. The woman grins, amused by a charming persuasion. The darkness seems to attract people. Fine, you're right. You can stop with the begging. I'll tell you. Alright, tell me your story. The woman sighs and starts talking, unwittingly stroking her scarred arm. I was born and grew up in a village, next to a huge, dense, wild forest, crawling with all kinds of beasts. My grandma was an herb dealer, just like I am now. She knew all the tracks in the forest. However, once, in the late August, when I was just 10 years old, her and me got lost in the forest. How did it happen? I don't know exactly. My grandma knew the forest like the palm of her hand, but this time, it was as if the road disappeared right after we entered the wilderness. On our first day there, we were screaming for help all the time. We thought that some hunters or mushroom pickers will hear us. And all this time we were moving deeper and deeper into the woods. By the evening of the second day, we weren't able to cry for help anymore. Our voices were gone. We didn't have anything to eat apart from uncooked mushrooms and berries. We were so thirsty it was unbearable. And then at some point, my grandma kneeled down in front of me, hugged me, and whispered, I'm sorry for the thing I'm about to do, honey, but it's the only thing that could save us. Otherwise, we both are going to die. So what did she do? Right after she said those words, she cut my hand with the knife from the wrist up to the elbow. I was just as stupefied watching my blood soak into the moss. Or I was just stupefied. I didn't even cry. Then the trees began to rustle, and a shadow appeared in the underbrush. A big black goat stepped out of the wilderness. My grandmother quickly wrapped a piece of fabric on my arm, sat me on her back, and followed the goat running as fast as she could. The trees over our heads rumbled and buzzed. Even though there was no wind at all that day, the black goat was in a hurry. So where did it take you in the end? It walked us to the highway and disappeared as if it was never there. My grandma quickly stopped the car. They gave us a lift to the emergency room. There the doctor stopped the bleeding and stitched my hand shut. My grandma told the doctors that I cut my arm on a tree, but he didn't believe her and reported the injury to the police. An officer was waiting for my grandma and me near our house when we finally returned home. I was so sleepy, I don't even remember what they talked about. And that's all the story. That's all the story right there. What did your grandma tell the police officer? Did he arrest her? I don't remember, but that time I was already too weak and too tired. At first he was really angry. He yelled at my grandma. Then she told him about the black goat, and the man turned all white, cringed, crossed himself 3 times, and whispered, La la, merciful is the mother of the dark wilderness. What do you think it meant? I don't know, and I have no desire to find out. That's the last I've heard of that. Well, that's quite a story. Terrifying. Yeah, one more question. I go ahead and ask. What rumors have you heard lately? I'm not big for rumors. There are these tale-tellers in the city, like Aunt Eugoria, for example. She's very into gossip. She knows a lot about the city and the wasteland. Who did what and who went where. It's crazy, really. I have better things to do. Well, even though you didn't want to gossip, you shared a rumor with me nonetheless. Thank you. Now, one more question. Let's change the subject. On the other hand, it's best for me to go. Bye. So yeah, that black goat comes up a lot in discussion. I'm going to backtrack one more time and grab the rest of those microchips. Actually, based on the size and weight, I'd call them more of a macro chip. Alright, time for the long walk back. We'll sell these. We'll finish talking to the merchants. Then it'll probably be a good time to call it an episode. So I'll go a little over my normal time. So we still have... It's actually like 3 or 4 more merchants. Ugh. It's gonna be a long episode if I do that. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what I decide to do. So I feel like I didn't talk to as many NPCs as I normally do. Probably because of all this back and forth I'm doing over here. I can sell him one of these, right? Oh, hey, this is perfect. Whoops. Almost perfect. That was a pizza. Alright. The plum-smiling trader greets you with a clap of his hands and a gesture, aimed at various foodstuffs he sells. After showing you his wares, he stands near his stand and screams out energetically, "A buyer! So glad! Come on in, come on in. Will I get a discount?" "Buddy, what are you even talking about? I have the lowest prices in the city." "No, in the wasteland." "Fine, then show me what you've got." Alright. "A pity. Well, can I ask something else?" Why not? What is it that you want?" What can you tell me about yourself?" "What can I tell? I'm a trader from a trader dynasty. When my dad served in the Chinese border, my mom used to sell gungming, the cosmetics of the Orient. And when my dad was jailed for it, she started selling chess pieces he made out of stale bread in his cell, telling people they were made by Solzhenitsyn and the Gulag up to the price. Now I follow in her footsteps. You got some great genetics. Another question. Speak. What can you tell me about the city?" "It's good. Clients always have money lining their pockets. There are less thieves than usually in this places like this. Militia asks for only a little protection money. It's paradise." "The militia is supposed to protect for free." Another question. "Got the tastiest goods around." What do you think about other places around here?" "Paragon had too many folks of my profession. Other places are way too tiny. No money in those tiny villages. No protection from gangs. Well, Ultranoia is kind of tolerable, but still. Nobody buys anything back there. I like tiny places. Another question now. What rumors have you heard, comrade? Heard that if you stand before a mirror and say Adam 3 times, a huge two-legged wolf will appear behind you and will cut your throat. Then it will grab all your stuff and carry it into his lair for safekeeping. What silly superstitions you have. Another question. How about we change the subject? Fine, but maybe you want to buy something? Not really. I need to go. Cool. Oh yeah, let's see what they have in their inventory. Because I don't think I need wasp legs anymore. I'm tempted to sell them, or to use them for fishing, though. I'm just going to sell them. A busy-looking woman in an apron invites you to come closer with a gesture. She has a strong, strict voice, like that of a teacher, but she acts like a merchant through and through. Why are you standing there for? Come on and buy, before someone else buys everything. Will I get a discount? Oh no you don't. My prices are amazing, and would you look at my wares? Fine, then show me what you've got. A pity. Well, can I ask something? Fine. I think I can make a pause. What did you want? What do you think about the city? Krasno? I don't think about it too much. I spend my time here on the market. I see. Another question. The merchant woman shakes her head. How's work? Work is so easy, a piece of wood could figure it out. You come by someone's farm, you buy, you load, you drive to the city, you sell. The only negative thing is that the communities that sold me stuff have less and less products for sale. The earth becomes less fertile with each year, or so it seems. Maybe they just don't work as much as they did before. Yeah, the planet's dying more and more every year. Now, another question. Are you still trading? We just drive our truck to Krasno, once we have the goods. Here it's easy to get a good price, and there are more buyers in general. There are places with even greater demand and potential profit, but they are dangerous, like the mountain pass of Woes. I'm too scared to go there without a whole army of mercs. I see. Another question. Heard any good rumors lately? I heard a lot, but had no use out of them. Instead, I'll give you some advice. If you're planning a trip at night, look at the sky. If the Siger star, which you people call Hesperus, is shining above the place you want to go, stay at home. Don't go. If the Siger is shining at your side, or at your back, go there quickly, because the trip will be lucky and lucrative. Interesting superstition. Maybe I'll check it out someday. Another question. Maybe we can talk about something else. We can talk trade if you wanna. Buy something. Not really, I need to go buy. Okay, let's get out of there. That's Claudia. Alright, looks like there's 2 more merchants. Let's talk to them, and then we'll talk to this guard starting in the next episode. I want to take care of all the merchant conversations first. Oh boy. Behind the old rickety tray stands a man of solid build, with shifty eyes, and a fake grin plastered on his lean face. The man is eating sunflower seeds, and periodically yelling advertisement slogans. When he sees you, he waits for you to come closer. Please, step right up. For a liberal price of 50 rubles price, you can buy the ticket of the official Krasno lottery. The winner of the car this time is our mutual friend, Komsomol member, Albert the Evil. But who knows? Maybe this week it will be you. A lottery, you say? Sounds interesting. Care to get into more details? The man leans closer, wiping the chaff from his jacket. His face settles into a serious expression. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Alexei Golubchenko, but my friends just call me Lyosha. I'm the official representative of the only real lottery in all of the wastes. You have a unique opportunity to get some significant cash prizes if you're really lucky. Even a car. The Ziguli 2101. Soviet quality in all its glory. All you have to do is guess the right number of orders. What do you say? Can you tell me more about the rules? They are easy. Pick 5 numbers from 1 to 5. One correctly guessed number will give you 100 rubles. 2, 200. 3, 400. 4, 800. All 5, 1600 rubles. If you will guess a special combination of numbers, you have a chance to win a car. The drawing of prizes happens every week on Sunday. So, are you interested already? Sure, give me 1 ticket. You have money to Lyosha. In return, he gives you a ticket and a broken pencil. Here you go. Pick from 1 to 5. You look at the ticket. It's blank. What number do you want to write first? We'll do 2. Next, 4. 1, 3, 5. Alright, I guess it's alright. The man writes a date on the ticket, presses the city stamp, and returns a little piece of paper back to you. Good luck. Don't forget to visit me this Sunday to check your result. But only on Sunday, and only during the day. After that, the ticket becomes invalid. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Alyosha Golovchenko is eating sunflower seeds. Okay, we've already read that, except for the name. I wanted to ask him some questions. We'll shoot. Alright, let's talk to this guy. You see a lonely old man aged around 50. He has a ciggy in his fingers. He smokes and shouts weak phrases, advertising his wares. When he sees you, he slams at his car with his fist. Oh, a buyer. Listen, pal. Why don't you buy some awesome apples? Will I get a discount? Forget about it. Discounts. The prices are low as they are. A pity. Yeah, fine. Then show me what you've got. You just have a lot of apples. Apples are really good because they get rid of toxicity, hunger, and a little bit of health. Not a lot of toxicity, but yeah, not bad. A pity. Well, can I ask something? Fine, we could talk. Ask away. What can you tell me about the city? Me and my car. We've seen lots of places, but this one is better than most. I'm not planning on leaving, but I'm not saying it's ideal here either. There are certain things. Like in all other places, old pal. Another question. What is it? Why are you selling the stuff you're selling? It's the path of least resistance. Apples aren't French wine. They're easy to grow, easy to find, easy to sell, and easy to tell a spoiled one from a sweet one. So there's no risk of making an error and selling a bad product. I see. Another question. Where'd you get such an awesome car? I bought it back before the war. It was so hard to keep it safe after the bombs fell. It's scary even to even remember. Now it's a bit calmer, but still. I keep the ignition key on a string, and the string is tied to my tooth. If anyone tries to hit me, I'll swallow the key, and they won't get my car. That's quite radical. Another question. Maybe you heard some good rumors. I heard that there are plenty of people making various homebrewed drugs, and share their recipes in books and magazines. I even saw one such recipe in a book my pal has. Nowadays, everyone is an apothecary. Well, people do need to survive. Alright. I'm going to call it here. In the next episode, we'll speak to that guard, and we will... I should walk around with a gun. I haven't spoken to her yet. Alright, this guy gives us a quest. There's a quest to take care of. Well, it's not really a quest. We have stuff to do inside that building as well. I think this is the militia headquarters. I don't want to go in there yet. There's a time-sensitive quest you get inside of that, I think. I think he takes you to the dead city. Or is that in Paragon? I think it's here. Maybe this is the headquarters. No, this is the hotel, I think. This might be the headquarters. Not important. We'll figure it out as we go. But yeah, I think I'm going to go down the road before I go on the boat. Because there's a lot of stuff to do on the boat as well. Or maybe I'll take care of the boat, then we'll work our way down the road. I don't know, we'll figure it out. I guess it doesn't really matter what order I do it in. Anyway, gonna call it here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode.